Right. Safety briefing manifests the extinguishers on the wall. The seatbelts are fastened, and then he made his call. By the look on his face, I could tell that he missed me as we poured back some shots of 6 Romeo whiskey. His man card was long, but he'd never boast. He didn't like to spread too much butter on that toast. Don't need no Garmin or iPhone tool. He got wherever he was going using visual rules. He got wherever he was going using visual rules. We heard him before we saw him, and then he was standing there, taller than the pine trees, 500 feet in the air. Gather what you got, get ready for a ride. Next thing I knew, we were flying 5 miles through crystal clear blue sky. He wasn't a mercenary, nor was it cheap to rent, but trust me when I say he was worth every cent. He was a pilot, he was a pilot, he was a pilot of many talents. Driving on asphalt, it's slow as molasses. I know a shortcut, I'll meet you at Oasis. Safe and sound and fashionably late, he landed soft as a feather using auto-rotate. He said the pigs aren't a problem, no, the Panthers took care of that. Don't mean he ain't got an eye hog breathing down his back. When will he return? He really could not say. He works in a different space and time where there's 8 weeks in a day. He works in a different space and time where there's 8 weeks in a day. See them tractor trailers, they really look like ants. And them ORV trails like a pair of corduroy pants. A flock of ivory bills. And then we heard a thump. Don't worry about that, it's just a hydro flight getting bummed. Some people said that he had a 6th sense, but it was the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th that made him a pilot, that made him a pilot, that made him a pilot of many talents. Somebody shouted, we got fire in them hills. Don't worry about that, I know a man named Bill. We'll raise him on the radio and put a pie on the ledge. He even knew that scientifically sawgrass was a sedge. This fire, it spread quickly and everyone they ran for cover. This thing is rapidly turning into one big mother. Get me some more buckets and top 'em up high. If you ever saw the movie, you know that Bambi was a guy. If you ever saw the movie, you'd know Bambi was a guy. It was mutiny in the swamp when he said that he'd retire. 105 heat index, but I swear he didn't even perspire. Young bucks all around him, getting ready to fade. You gotta pump a lot of iron if you don't stand in the shade. Pacing back and forth, the general's in his tent, smiling at his order that only one man was sent. He was a pilot, he was a pilot, he was a pilot of many talents. He won't eat no Twinkie, he says raisins are healthier fare. And once he was attacked by skunk apes and he didn't even scare. Then up from the pond apple came a python snake that he fended off with a chocolate Hostess cupcake. And then it got away and it slithered around the bend, but he followed it way steep until the bitter end. He didn't give up. Then Plan B rang a bell as it checked into the 2nd floor of 2 Bravo Hotel. As it checked into the 2nd floor of 2 Bravo Hotel. He didn't believe in legends, no, that's a bunch of baloney. Until he was rescued by midgets on a herd of tiny ponies. They took him into their hideout where they lit a lamp. I always wondered about this place, I thought it was a trespass camp. It could go either way, it was a mission in the balance. Braver than the man who shot Liberty Valance. He was a pilot, He was a pilot. He was a pilot of many talents. Some people knew him as the eye in the sky, but we all knew him just as one laid-back guy. He'd go up and over more than you'd ever deserve, and his favorite type of jam was Big Cypress Preserve. How many flight hours he couldn't fathom a guess. The Gators can't remember, but we'd never forget. You do what you do, and he'd do it for nada. And now he's sitting in Ala Morada, sipping on a pina colada. And now he's sitting in Ala Morada, sipping on a pina colada. He was very magnanimous, he never took a side, or at least he never showed his hand when he took you for a ride. He knew if he did, he would probably cause a schism. Let's leave it that he liked to work with all people in every division. Sometimes I thank God for all the angels he sent, but there was one who was always more equal than the rest. He was a pilot, he was a pilot, he was a pilot of many talents.